The Convair NB-36H was one of the most unusual experimental aircraft ever built. Developed in the early years of the Cold War as part of a bold attempt to explore nuclear-powered flight. Derived from the massive Convair B-36 Peacemaker, the NB-36H was not itself powered by a nuclear reactor, but instead carried an operational onboard reactor to test shielding, crew safety, and radiation behavior at altitude. Its most distinctive feature was a heavily modified crew compartment enclosed within a lead and rubber-shielded capsule weighing over 11 tons, designed to protect the crew from radiation emitted by the onboard reactor. The aircraft retained the 6-pusher propeller engines and 4 jet engines of the B-36, giving it enormous range and endurance, while the reactor was housed in the bomb bay and could be raised or lowered during tests. The program was officially known as the Aircraft Nuclear Propulsion (ANP) project, led by the United States Air Force in cooperation with the Atomic Energy Commission, reflecting the strategic desire to achieve near-limitless airborne endurance during a time when nuclear deterrence was rapidly evolving. From a technical perspective, the NB-36H represented a compromise between feasibility and ambition. Although the reactor did not power the engines, it provided critical data on thermal management, radiation shielding, and operational procedures. The aircraft completed 47 test flights between 1955 and 1957, logging over 200 hours of flight time, with the reactor active during many of these missions. These tests demonstrated that it was technically possible to operate a nuclear reactor safely aboard an aircraft, but they also highlighted major engineering challenges, particularly the immense weight of shielding required to protect the crew, which severely limited payload and performance. The program explored 2 main propulsion concepts: direct cycle systems, where air would pass through the reactor core, and indirect cycle systems, where heat from the reactor would be transferred to conventional jet engines via heat exchangers. Both approaches faced significant technical and safety hurdles, including contamination risks and mechanical complexity. In comparison with its contemporaries, such as the Boeing B-52 Stratofortress, the nuclear-powered concept promised theoretically unlimited range and endurance, potentially allowing aircraft to remain airborne for days or even weeks without refueling. However, the B-52 and later developments in aerial refueling and intercontinental ballistic missiles offered far more practical and flexible solutions. Additionally, the rapid advancement of missile technology reduced the strategic value of long-endurance bombers, as nuclear deterrence increasingly relied on faster and less vulnerable delivery systems. Competing experimental efforts within the ANP program, including reactor designs tested by General Electric and Pratt & Whitney, failed to overcome the fundamental trade-offs between weight, safety, and performance. Ultimately, the NB-36H and the broader nuclear aircraft program were abandoned in 1961 due to a combination of factors: escalating costs, technical complexity, safety concerns related to potential crashes involving nuclear reactors, and shifting military priorities. The risk of radioactive contamination in the event of an accident was particularly troubling, especially during takeoff and landing near populated areas. Furthermore, the emergence of more efficient jet engines, improved refueling capabilities, and the dominance of missile-based nuclear delivery systems rendered the concept increasingly obsolete. While the NB-36H never achieved nuclear propulsion, it remains a remarkable symbol of Cold War innovation and ambition, illustrating both the possibilities and the limitations of applying nuclear technology to aviation.